am so glad that we have such a great turnout of educators that will be receiving so much information at the teacher training workshop. The presenter is the amazing, remarkable Alexandra Zapruder. She's offering her insight and lessons from the book Salvage Pages, which she wrote 25 years ago about children's diaries. And everybody will be getting a copy of the book to take back to their school.
If you look at those exact same words, but you imagine them being sung by a group of Jewish prisoners in a Jewish camp during the Holocaust, how does the meaning of the words change? Deliver me becomes liberate me, free me. Free me, not redemption in the afterlife, but I'm praying for liberation from this suffering that I'm in. And then there's a third activity that looks at what the Requiem sounds like, what it means when those same Jews, a reduced chorus, half of those Jews have now been taken to their deaths, when that reduced chorus sings those words directly to the Germans and the International Red Cross. How does the meaning change again? What is the day of wrath? What does it mean to say God will come down and render judgment in that context? And so we want kids to understand, words have meanings, but their context can change that meaning. Depending on who's singing it, who they're singing it to, and what their environment is, the sense can be completely different. And so that's a lesson that helps them develop close reading and critical analysis skills while also learning something about the Requiem. And then finally, our last lesson is about art and music in Terezin more broadly. So beyond the Requiem specifically, what else was happening in the camp? And so for this activity, we have a gallery walk that has some artwork. It has a couple of diary entries. It has a number of different creations that were made in the...
When I first started teaching, so this is like 20 odd years ago, I teach language arts and social studies and writing, and we were getting ready to do our Holocaust unit. And I thought, what a perfect opportunity to, at the end of the unit, have like a culminating activity together where we have speakers come in that actually have some kind of personal connection. So I did a little research and I got in touch with a couple of the different organizations within Tallahassee, and I came across Barbara Goldstein and one of her wonderful friends, Rita Blank. I contacted them about possibly speaking, and they were like, oh gosh, Robin, that would be great. We've never done anything like this. And I said, this is like my second year teaching. I've never done anything like this either. And it went so beautifully. We had a speaking engagement every year where she and Rita and some other survivors actually came in, parents and things that were personally connected, and were able to speak to the kids. And the impact that it made was so profound. And 20-some years later now, Barbara is doing these wonderful workshops and putting together these wonderful organizations for teachers to be able to continue the education. And the actual workshop today has just been the pinnacle of all of them. The guest speakers, the people that were able to get information from and get education from that we would never have the opportunity to do before is priceless.